squirrel talking about jumping out of my bin. That's how you'd get someone. Yeah? Yeah, mate? Yeah? All right. We'll see where you get with this one. So I'm going to play you a series of videos now. And let me just stop this music. And actually, no, I won't stop the music. I'll just run it low in the background because it will enhance the feeling for you. So here's the first one where he confronts John Wedger. No, it's not. Sorry. Let me play that one first.
Right, yeah, let's do it. Okay. You turned up at UK Concourse with Harvey. Yeah.
I never got threatening with you.
No, you didn't.
No.
You showed me a dodgy looking warrant car.
Well, it was top there.
Right. So you're acting.
Yeah, but
What were you working on?
What do you mean?
Well, if you're an active copper, what were you working on then?
What unit was on?
What?
I was just investigating.
Yes, it can be.
Come, look, I'm at work. You've got to respect that.
Hold on. No, I'll find that.
This is all pretend.
That's what it's about. Wait for me.
I'll try and give you a bit more level on
Because I'm
that.
trying to report child sexual abuse. Just before that event.
Right.
They already cover up my child.
Right, okay.
So, from where I'm standing, it all looks a bit different.
There's nothing doing with it.
So what was the event at Parliament Square?
I don't know what I think you're on about.
That's Bill's thing, is it?
Well, I don't, you have to be specific.
You went to Parliament Square when Ben Fellows did his walk.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah,
right. You didn't join in, but you rang
It's
about.
nothing to do with me, yeah.
But you rang about.
Yeah, because I was in the police and I couldn't get involved in activist work then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you say things like people abused in childhood.
Yeah.
They're going to go on to be child abusers.
No, I don't say all of them. I said there are cases where it happens.
Yeah.
And I quite clearly say I quite clearly say this is not saying that people abuse go on to abuse, because that's not the case.
Okay.
And I quite clearly say that.
All right. Okay. So I've got you on record now. Because I've asked you that question a number of times online. I've never got an answer.
Yeah, but I don't need an answer. And look, I get millions of people contact me all the time.
I mean, first of all, how does this geezer know where John is to confront him and meet him? And he's not really...
Well, Danny Jones done a video, didn't he? Saying where John worked, where he was doing the Brew of a View videos. So Danny Jones was the first person to leak out where John Wedger was located. And I've actually been to that building myself. Only when I went there, John Wedger didn't have white hair. He had black hair, slightly greying. So, what's going on there? Because I'm sure I would have noticed the difference between Jimmy Savile looking hair and black, slightly greying hair. So this is a bit of a setup with Paula Mann. And I think they're all pissed off with you, Brian, because you have leaked a lot of info about all these operatives. You've hot everyone up because you think you're the fucking famous one out of everyone and it shouldn't be happening to you. But you volunteered and got involved or was ordered via BBC Mission Control to be part of this cover-up. And it is a cover-up. It's a live cover-up and it's all been exposed. So it's a live expose at the moment. Everyone's trying to make up stories on their feet. They're thinking on their feet at the moment because their original stories, it's all out there on videos and people's picking at it and they can see the holes in them and they're trying to cover the holes now. And you're doing the same, Brian, and you're using this John Wedger, Paula Mann, and you're getting brownie points from it because obviously this Paula Mann doesn't want to expose everyone, but at the same time he's been exposed and he's trying to cover his back. So everyone's on tender hooks at the moment. Everyone's playing it safe. you know, coming with a bit of info, hotting up, but then holding back, knowing that they could expose everyone just like that.
He's not really confronting him. He's like, oh, okay. Right? This is bullshit. This is made up so John can say, yeah, I got confronted when I was at work. How does the geezer know where you are for a start? Yeah?
Oh, no, I'm sure you do, yeah.
I mean, so. Right, you all right?
Nah.
You're not?
Nah, I'm not all right.
You're not all right with me?
I don't know what you're about, John, and I don't know what that was about.
It's not for me to prove to myself to anyone.
Yes, it
Whatever
is.
you feel about me, that's down to you. It's not down.
No, it ain't. It's down to the fucking what you put out and what you've done to people. What you've done to people like me. And this geezer pretending to confront you is rubbish, mate.
To me.
What they've done to you, Brian. No. You come out because you realise that people were going to start realising you was part of all this. So you've come with your cover story, but what you've done, you've put everyone under the fucking bus, ain't you? And they don't like that. Yeah? To save your skin, you've fucked up everyone else. But certain people's noticed and put everything together. And we can all see, those that are awake and watching, we can all see the bullshit amongst it all.
It's down to me.
Yeah, how you feel about me, there's nothing to do with me, is it?
It's not about you personally.
Right.
So I mean, it's not about you personally. John personally done it. So what are you talking about? This ain't a grilling. This is rubbish. This is supposed to leave the public with, oh, John's all right. He got confronted, and that's what he said. Fuck off. These people are all on the same side. Why is the geezer knocking on my, hanging about on my road, and he don't knock on my door and ask me the questions? Why not?
Well, he could have done, I suppose. Could have done a live stream. But obviously, it weren't that time to do that move. Obviously, he didn't give it the okay. But he was quite happy with your address being put online and that, because you're all about changing internet laws, aren't you, Brian? You want ID for the internet. And now you'll want something from this, won't you? Along with that Alex Belfield and the stalking case. Yeah, it's all to change the internet laws, like what Ben Fellows was on when he got his tip from the Levinson guy. Yeah, it's all about changing the freedom of speech on the internet. That's the main thing here, isn't it? And you're part of that, Brian, aren't you?
Why not? Because you want to go on like, yeah, Brian Harvey, I was near his house. Hello, what are you doing here? Fucking nonce.
If you're a police officer, you follow your orders, right?
We've got some.
Although you're a bit of a rogue. Right?
Right?
Throwing around this nonce, everyone's a fucking nonce. Do you know what I mean? How deep does this fucking shit go? What's going on with the Sydney Cook gang? Because that's how you got in with Bill Maloney, wasn't it? Remember? Christine Joanne Hart. You let Bill Maloney know that your next door neighbour at your granddad's was in the fucking gang. And Bill said, oh yeah, come in. That's how that all started. And then the ninja cam and all that shit was afterwards, wasn't it? But how deep does it go? Yeah? Are there any members of the Sydney Cook gang making out their child abuse campaigners?
What?
Well, I'm an individual.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? Yeah.
Okay. Because that...
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Then, at Parliament Square, everybody else turned up in a group together. I'm the only one that went there alone. It was supposed to be a protest.
Right.
Alright? And it was publicised online for weeks in advance. Right, but Ben Fellows walked in, he was doing videos.
No, I get that.
Lots of people watching it.
What's that got to do with me? What's it got to do with me? How can I...
It's got everything to do with you, because you're his mate and you back him up at every fucking second, and you can't even expose the geezer when he's... Look what he's done to Andrew. And Andrew's spoken to John Wedger. Don't forget about that.
You're mixed up with Bill Maloney, aren't you?
Because he's a good bloke.
Oh, we're all supposed to think that this is John coming out now trying to lay the groundwork for Bill. Bill ain't a good bloke. Do I need to remind you of the Express interview? Andrew Ash, they try to fucking set me up. They put red herrings in there for Tom Watkins so I could go in there and fuck that up, fuck my evidence up. No. Fuck.
Brian seems to be involved in a lot of things, don't he? Do you know what I mean? Quite a lot of things. And then he just plays the innocent card. Oh, I didn't know this, I didn't know that, it's a set-up, it's this, that and the other. When really, in reality, they're all mates. They're all mates. The only thing is they've been exposed and now they're shitting on one another. Trying to make out that they're the ones telling the truth. And look at John, yeah? He was their main man. He was their main man till we found out him and his mate are watching fucking child abuse videos and he wants everyone else to watch a child abuse video. Oh yeah, he styles it out at the end. Oh, and that'll bring back hanging. But then in another video, he's on about amnesty for paedophiles. Yeah? So he wants you to watch a child abuse video, the suffering and everything. Yeah? And his mate says, oh yeah, they all watch child abuse videos. Well, what's really going on here with these people? Wilfred Wong is another one. And I saw the other day on a video, some new streamer. And then in the background there's someone, a guy with a Wilfred Wong t-shirt on, a pink t-shirt. You know, that's another dodgy case. John Wedger, UK Colin, Brian Garish. You know, all these people know one another. Belinda, Mackenzie, and that's another group. When the hamster case was around, there was links with the Sydney Cook gang. Do you know what I mean? These campaigners, the main ones that we're talking about here, why is there this link? Always this link. And then when it gets exposed, they all start shitting on one another. I mean, Nikki Cooper's a classic example. 1 minute she's with John Wedger doing 2 of a brew. And then the next minute she's with Brian Harvey. Do you know what I mean?
I quite like Bill.
You quite like Bill. Are you outside his house filming? Let's see you outside Bill Maloney's house. No doubt you can find out where it is, because you're fucking super victim, aren't you?
Friend of me, and he's a good man.
I quite like
And he
Bill.
suffered terribly.
You quite like Bill. I take it you've not seen the Express interview then. You like Bill, but you want to come after me. All right.
Thing is, everyone liked Bill Maloney in the beginning because you don't automatically think someone's a wrong 'un. You always give someone the benefit of the doubt. I mean, a lot of people probably won't. They probably would have sussed straight away, you know. But majority of people, they give people the benefit of the doubt. And there's some people, even when the truth's there, they still give them the benefit of the doubt because they just don't want to believe it. Yeah? And this Bill Maloney character, when I was at the Bilderberg, I saw him there. I didn't know him, but I watched his videos afterwards. And you thought to yourselves, someone's on it. Do you know what I mean? But over the years, especially now, with all the evidence and all that, you quite clearly see that this guy, Bill Maloney, is obviously a government agent, and he's had the authority to go in and mess up this whole truth movement, the whole child sex abuse thing. You know, because this their main thing is to just confuse this whole subject until you just don't want to be bothered with it anymore. You know. And it's a serious subject. And you got the people from Pi going on Panorama talking about infiltrating the schools and all that, re-educating the children. And you can see it happening now. You know. So these are all serious subjects. It's not a joke. And it's not a drama, but it gets made into one. Yeah. First of all, it's trying to raise money, scamming everyone, because that's another buzz they get, making out they're doing shit, and then you give the money to try and help them, thinking they're doing a good thing, and really and truly, they're the people that's actually doing it. They get a buzz from that, but people don't get that. They don't want to fucking think that these people can be the opposite of what they're saying. And it's hard to see at first. You have to really go over the old videos and you have to look at the other alternate people, the trolls. There's a little bit of information everywhere. And from all of that, you'll get a bigger picture. You can't just watch one person and take it as the gospel.
Bill, in the care system. Yeah. He's a good guy. Yeah. And I'm not going to...
No, he ain't a good guy. And neither are you, John. None of you are good guys because you pretend to be working for the greater good. And really, all I've ever seen you people do is do fucking fundraisers and then do a runner when people confront you. Or want to confront you. And then you get these false fucking stooges in to ask you questions. Yeah, you know, Brian Harvey. Because Brian Harvey what, mate? Brian Harvey put his fucking neck on the line